year?
It helps. You know, you're able to manage your expectations. You know, it's not like going into the unknown. But the good thing is it's another year. It's exciting. You got to start back from scratch pretty much. You know, you just start back with the basics. You know, what my eyes supposed to be, what type of steps am I taking. You know, just your basic keys and basic principles. Everybody's starting off at ground zero, and that's always the exciting thing about being able to play this game. You never take a day for granted, and every year you're able to come back out here, you just, you know, start back over from the blocks.
I assume in the locker room is where you guys might miss a guy like Michael Thomas, but when you're doing your job on the field, are you thinking about it? How do you guys, I guess, approach his absence as a team?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, everybody have a job to do, you know, and that's all you can focus on is focus on your job, focus on that, and the rest will take care of itself. You know, you try to minimize distractions in this game, and so you have to have a singular focus. Every individual has a job to do. My job is to play linebacker as best I can, so I'm trying to be the best linebacker I can be. And so it's like I said, starting back at the basics for myself, where my eyes need to be, what kind of steps am I taking, what areas did I focus on in the offseason, and trying to bring those to the field.
What's the coolest thing you did this offseason?
The coolest thing? Oh, man, I did some great things. Me and Josh Norman got to go up to Flint, Michigan, kind of help out with the water crisis and bring some awareness to that. It's still going on. It's not finished. We got a chance to go down to the border. I think before there was this huge awareness about, you know, how bad it is down there for asylum seekers. And we got a chance to go down there and help out with that and bring some awareness. And now it seems like we're trying to fix what our government is trying to fix what's going on down there, which is a good thing. Hopefully we're able to bring some positive awareness to that. My foundation was able to do some good things for the youth, next generation. And so, I mean, it was an exciting off season. And plus I just had a baby girl. So we had baby girl number 4, our 4th child, little girl, Carly Faith, and so it's been an exciting off season.
What did you see down at the border? How would you describe it?
How would I describe it? You know, I think I would say disappointing and discouraging. You know, it's some stuff going on down there that you wouldn't think would be going on American soil. You know, it's stuff that you read about in the history books, being in other countries, and it was wrong, and it's happening here in our country. And so I think that was the shocking thing. I mean, we didn't know what to expect. You know, from the sound of the media, when we went down there, we know people were standing down there with AK-47s, and it was World War III going on down there. But I mean, it was so peaceful, so calm. But it's discouraging when you see 2-year-old, 3-year-olds sitting out on the ground, and right on the outside of our border, and literally, I mean, you could throw a rock from America to Mexico, and the border is peaceful. And so that whole process of the asylum seekers trying to, you know, come into our country, it just could be handled better, I think, you know, as far as from a humanitarian standpoint. You know, just shouldn't treat human beings like that. I don't care how, you know, I don't care what their situation is. You know, there's no reason for a woman to just be having a baby, have a C-section, and then they just turn her loose and she's sleeping on the ground trying to hold a newborn baby. That's just not humane anywhere.
On a lighter note, to do that in Austin, to spend time doing that.
Well, I think being able to play this game is a tremendous opportunity. This is a really great game. I think it's the greatest sport on the planet amongst many others. And we're able to bring some great entertainment to a lot of people and bring, you know, happiness. It's a lot that you can learn when the game of football. But what it does afford us is a tremendous platform as well. And I'm just a firm believer. My grandma taught me, to whom much is given, much is required. And so, you know, we have these huge platforms. We can't afford to just play football and then stay silent on issues that are plaguing our country. And, you know, I think that's what it means to have true patriotism, you know, is to really care about your country and want to make it better. And just like in this game, we have to take accountability. If I mess up on a play, I'm going to go in the film room and I'm going to have to work to get it right. My coach ain't going to just sweep it under the rug. And so with these platforms, if stuff is wrong in our country, we can't just stay silent. You know, we have to take accountability for it, call it out, and we can fix it and move on. It's that simple.
Having a really strong platform on this team, obviously on both sides of the ball, but especially defensively, what's like the most important characteristic in order to be able to bounce back and have the mental fortitude after last season?
Last question, guys.
I think what afforded us success on defense last year was our chemistry. You know, we have great chemistry, great bonds. We don't just hang together on the field or work hard on the field. You know, it starts in the locker room. We carry it off the field. All off-season, all guys on the defense, we were linking up, spending time with each other. And I think that's what breeds success on the field. When you're able to know the guy on a personal level that's playing beside you, it just kind of makes the game come easier. And I think our chemistry is what allowed us to be successful so far, and what's going to help us to take that next step.
Is that as simple as inviting guys to dinner, just wanting to spend time as a family? I mean, how do you like to approach that?
No, I think it's just one of those things. It's almost like when you make a good soup, all the pieces just kind of have to come together. You can start with the right ingredients, and I think the coaches and the personnel do the right thing. They pay attention not just to the players, that the performing level of players that they bring to the locker room, but what kind of people they are. And I think, you know, when you build a culture like that, just likable guys that get along, guys that don't, you know, cause distractions in the locker room, or me guys, but team-focused guys. I think when you put those guys in the room, there's just a natural bond because everybody like-minded, and it's a competitive group. It's a great group, and I'm just fortunate to be a part of this group.
When were you down at the border, Mario, and where were you?
I don't remember the exact date, but I think it was around March.
Okay, and where did you go? Where did you actually go?
Don't give me McLaurin, Mac something down there.
McAllen, Texas.
McAllen, Texas. McAllen, Texas. Yeah.
In March.
Yeah.
And how many days?
I mean, you can look it up.